How do you calculate parlay payouts using implied probability? Imagine stacking multiple bets into one and wondering what your potential winnings might be. That's what a parlay is all about. But how do you actually figure out the payout using implied probability? Let's break it down step by step. First, you need to understand what implied probability means. It's the chance that a sportsbook assigns to an event happening based on the odds they give. For American odds, positive numbers like plus 150 mean the implied probability is calculated by dividing 100 by the sum of the odds plus 100. So, for plus 150, it's 100 divided by 250, which equals 0.4. That means there's a 40% chance, according to the sportsbook. For negative odds like minus 150, you take the absolute value of the odds and divide it by the sum of the absolute value plus 100. For minus 150, it's 150 divided by 250, which gives you 0.6. That's a 60% implied chance. Once you have each leg's implied probability, you multiply all of these probabilities together. Since a parlay only pays if all bets win, this combined probability shows your overall chance of winning the entire parlay. Now, to find the payout, you convert that combined probability back into decimal odds. You do this by taking 1 divided by the combined implied probability. For example, if the combined probability is 0.25, the decimal odds are 1 divided by 0.25, which equals 4.0. This means your parlay pays out at 4-to-1 odds. To get your total payout, multiply the decimal odds by your stake. If you bet $10, your payout is 4 times 10, which equals $40. Alternatively, you can skip the implied probability step and simply convert each leg's American odds directly into decimal odds. Then, multiply all the decimal odds together to get the total parlay odds. Multiply that by your stake to see how much you could win. For example, if you have 3 bets with decimal odds of 1.67, 3.0, and 1.91, multiply them all. 1.67 times 3.0 times 1.91 equals about 9.56. If you bet $10, your payout is 9.56 times 10, which is $95.60. Remember, if one leg loses, the entire parlay loses. If a game is canceled or suspended, some sportsbooks treat that leg as a push or zero, which can change your payout. Also, some sportsbooks offer parlay boosts, which increase your payout beyond the normal calculation. Using implied probability helps you see the real chances of winning versus what the payout suggests. It's a handy way to evaluate whether a parlay is worth the risk. But most bettors prefer the straightforward method of converting each leg's odds to decimal, multiplying, and then multiplying by their stake. That way, you get a clear picture of what you stand to win before placing your bet.